Thanks to the supporters of channel member Andrew Mayo. Yeah, we don't have a great record on TV this season. We don't have a great record in the championship playoffs. I don't know. I'm not as confident now as I was yesterday. That's for sure. Hello and welcome to part 83 of Homegrown. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have both legs of the Championship playoff semi-finals for you against Fulham. We're away, then we're at home. How have we got on against Fulham this season? Let's have a look. Fulham, we lost 3-2 away from home. That would have been back in the days when Kieran Hodgkinson couldn't have played against them because he was still a Fulham player. And then we played them again with Hodgkinson in the side and beat them 1-0. So we won on away goals. Not that you have away goals in the playoffs. And that suggests it's going to be tight. We finished third. Fulham finished sixth. But they were much higher than that for a lot of the season. They were... I for a long time, I expected, certainly the first half of the season, I thought it was going to be West Ham and Fulham who went up automatically. They have tailed off a little bit towards the end of the season. It looks like they've hit some fairly rough form and have almost clung on to the back end of the playoffs just because the top six, in general, all of the top six was really strong this year. And there is a noticeable gap between the six playoff teams, or the top six teams, and everyone else chasing us. If there was any justice in the world, all six of us would get promoted. We certainly would, finishing on 99 points and potentially not going up. But we've got 3 more games, 3 wins. We're a Premier League team. It's as easy as that. This is the team that we're going to put out there to try and get that job done. It's unchanged from the last day of the regular season because this is my best side, I think. I can't really imagine what I'd do to change it. Who have we got who's not fully fit? No one really. This is our first choice team. This is our best side. So we've got Williams in goal, a back four of Francis, Davies, Barr and Curry, Hodgkinson and Akani in midfield, Hamilton, Robertson, Renan behind Costabile up front. There's some big performances needed over the next 3 matches. I just hope we've got the bottle in our dressing room to get the job done. We're all eyes on Harrison Davies. We need a leader out there today. There's only Davies, Hodgkinson and Curry who are older than 21. And Hamilton. They're our 4 players who are all 25, 26. Obviously, 3 of them coming through our youth system. And many more youth players are scattered throughout the rest of the team as well. Everyone here has been here a long time, apart from Costabile, really, and Francis, I guess. But everyone else has been here a long time. They've felt the pain of not going up in the past. And there's some of them who've been here long enough to remember what all those consecutive promotions were like as well. So it's not new ground for some of these boys. But I'm just so afraid. I'm so afraid. Fulham have got so much more money than us. Hodgkinson never got near their team and they just sold him to us for next to nothing because he wasn't good enough for him. Ball over the top for Hamilton. But that shows you how good Fulham are. The fact that we could pick Hodgkinson up for such a small amount of cash. We've lost Costabile 17 minutes in, and that is a problem because we don't have much in the way of other options. I think Kieran Hodgkinson goes up front and we bring Ali Basic on in midfield. Or do we bring Alec Lay on in midfield? I think we go Alec Lay, actually. And we're going to go ball-winning midfielder, deep-lying playmaker like that, and have Roberts in there. And Kieran Hodgkinson playing as a striker against his old club now. Curry with the in-swinger, looking for Davies, but can't find him. And Connor Roberts is going to try and keep the attack going, but he's running like he's moving through treacle. Akani back to Roberts. That's a very, very tasty ball. But Renan just couldn't get past his player. He was well marked by his left back there and just couldn't get around him to get towards where the ball had been played across the area. It was definitely the right idea, but didn't quite come off. 0-0, 26 minutes gone. Fulham, as of yet, haven't had a shot. They're about to score, though, aren't they? Oh, Alex Williams making a save from the first Fulham shot of the game. We've had our period of dominance and didn't score. This is it's one of those situations in knockout football where you can't really have spells of dominance that you don't score in, because Fulham are going to get their time. It's not that we're a better side than Fulham necessarily. They are going to get their opportunity where they dominate a spell of this game. and we're going to have to try and keep them out the way they have done to us. Remember, this is the away leg. A draw in this match is fine. We bring them back to the home of football in a couple of days' time. We just need to be going into that match with an opportunity. Hamilton now trying to get the breakaway, has the shot that forces the save out the goalkeeper, despite the fact it's blocked by the defender. Goalkeeper's made a wally of himself there. Hopefully he's all embarrassed and has a terrible game from now on. But it is Fulham. We've got the counter-attack going, and we need to get a tackle in here, and we don't. But luckily, we've got Alex Williams in goal, who makes a save. But Fulham, despite not having much in the way of shots, have probably had the better of the chances now. And now they've got a corner, and Hamilton heads clear from that near post, but only as far as the Fulham corner taker again, who launches it back in, and Williams, very much a save for the telly, but throwing himself at it and does keep hold of it. And now it's another corner. That's a handball, I think. It's Harrison Davies with the handball, of all the people. And now we need a big, big moment from Alex Williams in goal. It's Fulham with the penalty, and it's 1-0 to Fulham. And I feel everything slipping through my fingers again. We've been here before, and it's horrible. 1-0 to Fulham, 10 minutes before half-time. What I would give for an equaliser now before half-time, we are desperate for it. Nathan Curry on the right-hand side, just giving the ball away. That's so unlike him. Just these last couple of games, you saw it in yesterday's episode as well. It's like the game lets us get so far and then says, whoa, hang on. You're home. Look at your reputation. Look at how little you spend on wages. You're not going up. Everything that's worked up until this point, forget it now. We've got to keep you in this division forever. Hodgkinson down the right-hand side has drawn the foul. There's still 5 minutes left in this first half if we could have got a good delivery into the box, but we didn't. And despite dominating 2/3 of it, it's got to go down as a poor first half because we're losing. Right, let's not lose our heads, gentlemen. An equaliser at any point in this second half. 1-1, bringing them back to our place. Lovely. We'd have taken that beforehand. Even 1-0 is not the end of the world. It's just a bit of a blow to confidence picking up any kind of defeat, especially when our form has kind of fallen off a cliff in the last couple of matches. Right. Who can we bring on to change the game? Roberts is having a terrible match. So we're going to bring Blamplate on for him, see if he can conjure up something a little bit different. Hodgkinson's been so ineffective up front as well that I think I'm going to move him back into midfield, and we're going to bring on Ali Basic on the right hand side, and we're going to stick Renan up front for the final 20 minutes. We're not going to go attacking because I don't want to risk conceding another goal. I'd rather it obviously be 1-0 than 2-0, but we would like to grab an equaliser if we can. It's a very finely poised tie at the moment. Renan is now tiring. He perhaps should have gone up there a little earlier in the game when Hodgkinson went up. Francis Hamilton with the flick on, but there's no one in the middle looking for it. It's back with Francis again, who beats his man. Cross comes over for Renan, but it's just over. It's not really the kind of delivery Renan is looking for. He's not the kind of striker who's going to be nodding in crosses. He needs the ball over the top for him to chase, and he needs the opportunity to do something fancy. That wasn't really the delivery he needs. Couple of minutes left now. Is there a goal in this for us? Oh, please, boys. Please, can we do an equaliser? Oh, no, not this. No, that. Oh, my word. I hate this game sometimes. It even gives us the little hope spot in there. And then they still get there first. It's hideous. 2-0 is a disaster. We've been the better team. Oh, dear. And I've demotivated him with the team talk as well. Costabile is not going to be back. It's going to take a miracle. Well, have we got a miracle in us? That's the question. I suspect we might not. Matty Brewerton's back. He comes back in at right back, so Nathan Curry can join Kieran Hodgkinson in midfield. And then we're going with Fulton up front, mainly because we tried everyone else in the last game and nothing happened. So let's give Fulton his opportunity. If it doesn't work, we've got Troy Cannon on the bench. We've got Hodgkinson or Renan who could go up there if need be. We've got to try something different because nothing we tried in that first leg worked. So maybe today is the day that Mackenzie Fulton becomes a hero in a home shirt. I'm not expecting it to happen, but you got to dream a little bit, boys and girls, sometimes. Right, it is Fulham. We've got the ball early on, but let's not worry too much about that. We had the ball for the first half hour of the first leg and somehow managed to lose 2-0. So we've just got to bide our time. Curry back in midfield might give us a little bit more oomph going, not necessarily going forward, but controlling that midfield a little bit more. He's a much stronger midfield presence than Hodgkinson or Akani are in there when it comes to winning the ball back, and it does release Hodgkinson to go a little bit further forward as well. Roberts with the counter-attack there that somehow wasn't worthy of continuing a highlight. So we have no idea. Well, we do have a good idea of how it turned out. It didn't happen. Joe Barr's now picked up an injury, so Alec Lay is going to be coming on. Not ideal, that's for sure, because it means that's just an attacking substitution we can't make later on in the game now. Let's encourage. We're going to go attacking. I know it's early to go attacking. We've got to go for it. We've got to score 2 goals. West Ham beat Reading 4-0, by the way, in the other first leg. So West Ham are looking pretty good for that playoff final. And I mean, I identified them early on as the 2 best teams in the division, Fulham and West Ham, and it's looking like they're going to be your playoff final. Hodgkinson heads the ball forward completely aimlessly, but then does get the ball back again. And Francis has got space here. He can play the right pass into Hamilton, and he does. But Hamilton really needed to be squaring that for Mackenzie Fulton, and he didn't. And it's now Fulham. If they score a late goal again, I'm going to be just so sick. So sick. Brewerton lumps it forward to Fulton, who's got 20 seconds to produce something magical. And a penalty will do. Penalties are magic sometimes. It's a penalty just on the stroke of half-time. Alec Lay, one of the homegrown heroes. Can he put us ahead on the night? It's Lay. And he's missed the penalty. It's just not happening, is it? The game feels so biased against me today. Curry with the in-swinger, Davies with the header. It doesn't get anywhere near the goal. We've got another corner. The halftime whistle's going to go any second. I don't even know if we're going to get time to take this corner. It looks like we are. It's going to be Curry again. And Davies forces another corner. We are putting some pressure on them in the run-up to half-time here, but we didn't get time to take the final corner. I can't believe we're even missing penalties now. It just, you know, when it feels like I feel like I could play this game 1,000 times, this match, and we would not win one of them because the game has just decided you ain't going to the Premier League, Kev. Who the hell do you think you are? Right. I'm broken and I need to not be broken because we've still got a chance. Curry with the in-swinger. Davies is there again. Harrison Davies, he's desperately trying to drag us, kicking and screaming to the promised land. Renan is shattered. He is finished. Onyango's going to come on this right-hand side. He can play as an inverted winger over there. That's another goal threat gone in the shape of Renan, although Onyango's got himself some goals this year. So, I mean, look at the XG in this match. Come on. It's time the game gave me that little bit of hope. We're gonna score a goal in a minute, just so the last 20 minutes we can dream. That's normally how these things work. Right, Williams rolls it out to Lay, who missed a penalty like a big old idiot. Hodgkinson to Onyango. Onyango goes past his man. See, some nice running there from Onyango. We do get that from him, similar to Renan in that role. Hamilton plays it into Fulton. Fulton has scored. Mackenzie Fulton. Imagine if he ends up being the hero of the day. After everything you lot have said about him in the comments section. Imagine if Fulton is the man to get us to the playoff final. I mean, we said, though, we knew this was coming. This is the hope now. What is he doing there with his celebration? It looks like he's being quite offensive with his arms as he celebrates there. Right. We've got no room for more encouragement at the moment. Pause. What have we got on the bench? Apparently the game's not voice controlled. Right. Hamilton is tired. We've got Cannon. We've got Ali Basic. Neither of them can play on the left wing. So we're not going to bring either of them on. We're going to take off Connor Roberts. We're going to bring on Ali Basic, and we're going to push Hodgkinson further forward. And we're going to do that. Except we're going to have him as a box-to-box midfielder. Hodgkinson is going to go in there as a playmaker. And we're going to hope that we've got another goal in us. Hamilton, back to Francis, to Ali Basic now in midfield, who sprays the ball across to Brewerton. I mean, it looked fancy until you realised it wasn't actually going to get to our player, and Curry's got himself sent off. Oh, I hate Football Manager. I hate it so much. I am so done with this game. Oh, look, it's a big game. Shall we get someone sent off? Shall we miss a penalty? Ugh! At least screw me over in an original way. Oh, my word. So cross. We're going to win now, probably. Now I've got that off my chest. Francis to Ali Basic. The cross is there. Onyango can't get his header in. Brewerton with the cross to Hamilton. And it's saved. Oh, I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what we can possibly do. We're down to 10 men. We've got to throw more players forward, but it's not going to do anything because we're just not getting promoted this year. You know we're not. Onyango trying to run into the penalty area. No point winning a penalty. We'll miss it. Hamilton scored. Oh, my word. Micah Hamilton has scored a goal. It's his 15th of the season. It's now 2-0 on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. It feels like the game is teasing me. But as of right now, we are level in the tie again with 15 minutes to go. It's lovely work from Onyango on that right-hand side. I mean, surely Fulton's offside. I'm not ringing the FA to say, oh, should we give this goal back? No, we'll take it. Can we just do a shout? We're encouraging them. I don't really want it to go to extra time because we're going to be shattered for it. But I don't know. I'd rather that than us just getting knocked out. Right, everyone needs to dig in. Do we get to make a fourth change? I don't think we do. But if we could, we'd take off Kieran Hodgkinson and bring on Akani. Oh, we can. So would we actually do that? I mean, Hodgkinson was shattered. But it's Akani for Hodgkinson. No, we are going to do that. We're going to keep players fresh. Akani's been good this season. Let's get him on. And hopefully we can grab a goal from somewhere. We could always push Ali Basic forward if we have to. He theoretically signed for us as a striker. Not that he's ever looked like one since he's been here. He's a very good midfielder. Definitely not a striker. But I guess we worry about that if Fulham score again. Otherwise, we're just going to keep this shape and hope for the penalties, because I don't think we're likely to score again. And then I didn't think we were likely to score either of the ones that we did score. But Fulham are just knocking it around us as if we're not there at the moment. But then wastefully had a shot from miles out that Williams was always going to have covered. You're not beating Alex Williams like that. Have you seen the XG for this game? We are absolutely dominating the match. We deserve this. We were the better side for large parts of the first leg and got done over by a late goal. And we've been comfortably been the better side tonight. But it terrifies me every time Fulham have the ball. And it does seem like they have it a lot. We are a very tired group of players, down to 10 men. Lay clears it, looking for Fulton, but doesn't get anywhere near him. I don't know that he was necessarily looking for him. He was just trying to get it out of our half, I think, which is probably fair enough in the circumstances. But Fulham are just coming at us in waves at the moment. You know a goal is coming, and it's going to break everybody's hearts when it does. Can we just win the ball back? Anybody, if somebody could just get a tackle in, please. Anybody tackle them, please. Why? Why let us go to extra time if you're just going to do this to us? You horrible game. You horrible bullies. Oh. I want to go home. Right. Time to just go for it. We're going to do this. And stick him in there, doing that. And Harrison Davies is going to be the defence on his own. And you know what? We are sending the keeper forward. I'm going to send him because he's 6'2". You know, he's going to be a threat. Plus, it'll be fun if he scores. What a reason to do it. It'll be fun if he scores, isn't it? I've got to try and break the game somehow because it's trying to break me. So I need to try and break it back again. And maybe doing something like that, it'll be like, I don't know what to do. Do we just let him score? Oh. Everyone who could go forward is forward at this point. Get him attacking. Get him into an attacking role as well. There you go. 5 minutes to see if the game was ever going to give me a chance or if it was always just toying with me. Can we at least have a highlight? Please? Not even going to get a highlight? Thanks. Well, we've all seen that script before, haven't we, boys and girls? This is going to be our 5th year in the championship now. And we did kind of gamble financially on going up. So we're in a bit of a mess. We've got no money to spend. And once again, despite spending 9 million in January, we're now going into another summer ahead of a championship season in which we're going to have to sell. I'm so cross. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.